will just help you out on what the industry is looking for, especially for spring candidates, basically women from break for a year of time. So at present, we in Sapient are looking for we are hiring for women's in different domains. Like if you say DevOps, we can if I have to name it to you, .NET, and then Java, and then data engineering. So all those streams we are hiring for spring candidates basically. So what are client requirement, or what are the needs is basically women who are 1 year of break, 12 months of break, and due to any reasons, can it be maternity or whatever the reasons could be, and basically the skill sets for Java would be plain Java. And apart from that, if you have done any courses on any of the domain skills of Java, that would be more preferable. Apart from that, if it is data engineering and .NET and big data. So what basically is they're not expecting them women to be expertise in this area, but at least some knowledge, ground knowledge about what it is and how to use these functions on the platforms, whether it is if it is front end development, how you are very easy to go ahead with different skills on front end, script, Java scripting, mainly MSW, Microsoft Java and all these things. So what is main requirement is if you at least have a hands-on a bit of experience about these skills and a bit of knowledge about these skills will be more preferable. And apart from this, we also looking for calling the candidates or employees back to office. So if it is a spring candidate, it can be an exceptional case, looking on what the scenario would be and all these things. So basically I also, from Her Second Innings, I also got to know that there are into training women in different skill sets and say different domains. So whatever the requirements we have shared with them, probably if you guys have not so much expertise into the skills, Her Second Innings will help you out get expertise into that, and give you some demo projects and ask you to do the live interaction on how the project works and all other things. So basically these are the major ask of the requirement. And if I have to add on about the interview processes here, I would just say that morely we are looking into 3 different process, that is on technical ground, and then coding test, and then a final round of HR discussion with the spring candidates basically. And so coding test, obviously we will be more of sharing the link, and you will have a time of an hour or so to complete the test. So basically for spring candidates, it is more on the past experience on what they have done on any of the platforms. If I have to name it, Java or data engineering or big data or DevOps, .NET, any of the skills you guys are expertise into, can directly apply to us or come to Her Second Innings and get interviewed with us. So that's the basic things which I can add on as of now. And adding on to the courses, right, for candidates who are from break, basically if you have a go through YouTube channels for any Microsoft services, projects, understand how it works, because it's just an background understanding on few Dockers. Then apart from that, MongoDB and all other things, whatever it is, they just have a brush up on yourself, go through and understand, see the materials, and read through it and see where can it be where can this imply in your project and in your role you are playing into, and we can take it in that way forward. So the interview process will not be more of technical big background of whatever they have done earlier. So trained, or definitely for the 6 months or for the 8 months in the system, once they are hired, they'll be trained against that particular skill, and then they can go ahead and start working with it. So not with an assumption that they should know everything and then they have to come to the interview and all this process, but yeah, at least a brief understanding about the process and the skills and whatever the in Java only, like, the basic things, if you are aware of how it works and all, that is fine. So the main focus is like, get the women candidates back in technical background majorly, and then like, train them on whatever the new skill set would be. That you are like, coming back from a break or something, get hands-on with whatever the skill set is added in the market. Example, if I have like, if I have to say myself 1 year back, if I was in HR, then I have like, I should know if after a break, if I'm coming back, what are the new things in HR has come into the picture? Like, what are the new tools which has come into the picture? What are the new, policies, procedures are there? Keep yourself updated is what I would just want to say. Though, like, I understand work environment is totally different than the theoretical environment, but yeah, at least like, a knowledge about what is being asked, keep that yourself updated with that. And apart from that, be active everywhere, wherever you're looking for a job, whether it is like, LinkedIn, whether it is like any job portal like Naukri, Indeed, keep yourself active, update yourself on like, your resumes with new skills, like, and also the third and final important thing is, don't like, bluff on that I have an experience into these things if you don't have any. Be very like, transparent about what you have and what you can do. So it's more of like, being transparent rather than like, being said that yeah, I know everything, and then after like, during the interview process, you're not able to clear it out. So just be transparent on what you're aware of, what you have done, and what you can update yourself with. If you want to get an attention from the recruiter, keep yourself updated, have some knowledge about what you have done, what you want to do, and like, what you want to learn in your things. And then you like, update and say, be very clear that yeah, I have not worked on this, but I know how it works. That is more important. Don't hide your breaks. So whatever the reason could be, nobody is here to judge you based on your reasons or based on your situations you were in. So it's better to like, keep the things transparent, keep the like, person or the recruiter updated on how many years of break you were into and what was the last project you did, everything. So see, technology is growing faster, right? If I have to say I was on break for 2 years or whatsoever, the reason would be I would not be updated with the latest technologies which have come in, latest like, skills which are added in Java, .NET, big data, whatever it is, right? And being like, big data and data analytics being a high like, pickup areas for everybody, right? So it's better to keep yourself like, keep the recruiter updated that yeah, this is what the break was and this is what the knowledge I have. In what like, in the break, what I did I update myself, did I like, did some course about learning new technologies, or like, did I went out and teach some like, newcomers on how the technology or how the projects in the organization, whatever you have done in the break, or like, to keep yourself updated and keep yourself knowledgeable, just keep that off. Don't hide anything. That's what I would suggest, like, don't hide anything. I would just say nothing is impossible. Being a non-IT person, you can like, switch to IT. You can, being an IT person, obviously we'll have an option to switch to non-IT. So how can we switch to IT? Technology is like, we have so many like, institutions who provide training on data. See, I would just concentrate on big data and data analytics, which is like, huge in the market, coming in the new like, generations. So what I can say is there are many like, IT courses where like, they provide you with 6 months training and 8 months training, and then like, they also give you a bit of like, interviews with other companies. They provide you some jobs. So yes, if it is like, if you say you are yourself with like, 5 years non-IT experience and now you want to start with IT, so it will totally be a new start. So don't come with an assumption that like, at initial stage of my career I'll be like, drawing around 16 to 12 lakhs of package. No, that's a no. If you want to start yourself in an IT, you have to like, first be mentally prepared that it is a zero start. You have to start with again the ground level. And yeah, you can, nothing is like, rocket science. Here you can learn everything. So many other institutions which like, train you, and also like, connect your interviews with the companies, and like, try to get you some jobs, placements and all other things. So contact with such agents, like, institutions, and like learn yourself with train yourself for 6 months, and like start with a fresh start as a big data engineer, or like, data analytics. Start with like, such kind of thing, and then you can. Basically, we are looking from like, 2+ years of experience candidates till, I can say, like 12 plus to 15 plus years of experience candidates. That's the range we are looking for. So it can be like, from associates to senior associates to managers is a requirement. Recession era was there. I think if I have to give you the insight about the market, till like, last quarter, the market was very bad. We had very less openings coming up. And then like, apart from that, a lot of firing was going on and all other things. So now I think since I have been studying the market and understanding how the things are, so this quarter anyways will be a bit slow, I can say. I'll not say it will be bad. I'll say it will be a bit slow because of the holidays and festival seasons in India and US and all others. But definitely, like, for the right skill and the right person, there is always an opportunity. But I think from February or March of next year, the market will boom up, and we will have a lot of requirements coming in, and we'll have a lot of open positions to work with. So just keep our fingers crossed to best to happen. But yeah, there is no like, saying that we don't like, have any requirements. We will have, but the right person has to be fit in the right role. That is the only. Okay, so in that case, like, see, automation testing itself is in a huge demand now. I would like, if I have to have a suggestion to the person who have asked this question, I would not say them to switch to cloud technologies as of now, because automation testing itself has a huge market. So if you want to still go ahead with the cloud computing and all other, what I would say is, in your current organization only, until you are in the job, get yourself understand how the cloud technology works with like, different teams who is working with that, gets and hands-on understanding about how the technology is, what are the platforms they're using, how to work with the environment and all that, because it's a totally different domain, right? So just get yourself like, demo of how the things is, or like, make friends, or from the LinkedIn, or from like, anywhere, GitHub or anywhere, see the codes, how it is, see yourself how can you do it, how totally it is different from automation testing. And if you have to stand yourself out of the market, please mention your automation testing skills as well, because I would say, like, if you have to get an opportunity with cloud, start yourself with automation plus like, something with cloud options as well. And then slowly switch on to cloud, because at a time you can't just switch on to cloud like that, because the question which has come out, I just understand that it could be with an experienced person as well. So right, like, if with 8 years experience or 5 years experience you are into automation testing, and then moving into cloud would be a bit difficult. So wherever you are giving an interview, just like, check if you have any exposure to cloud, or you can learn something on cloud. Or another thing which now the companies are doing is like, providing some training sessions as well. So if you are interested into these things, avail yourself with that training program. Get yourself trained on that particular technology, and then, like, slowly and gradually move it, rather than like, have a jump at a time. Right. See, IT just is like, very normal thing, guys. There's nothing rocket science in that, like, where you can't learn. There are so many platforms available in YouTube, available on LinkedIn, available on GitHub, where you can train yourself with the knowledge, and how to program, how to, like, do a scripting and other things. Like, just keep yourself updated. And like, yeah, I do understand that practical and work environment is totally different, but yeah, at least having a knowledge about the things will make a lot of the things easier for you guys. So keep yourself updated is what I can say. are very strong. We can do multitasking. We can do anything, like, coming up to our area. It's just like, our focus has to be right. So I would just suggest, like, women who want to start their career back, right? Just focus on how you can improve yourself. Or see, we have a lot of strength with us. It's just that the right push need to be done, and we are into the things, right? So don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to learn new things. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Don't hesitate to, like, say no to an opportunity which you don't like it. And don't hesitate to, like, be there when it is required. So I would just say that, like, push yourself a bit, and we all, like, are champions, and we will do it, because as a women we are multitaskers, we are, like, rational thinkers, we are emotional thinkers, everything. So getting this kind of, like, all like, skills in one particular person is a bit difficult, but we as a women manage. So I think that's the biggest strength we have. And push yourself, guys. We can, like, now we are in I have seen women in IT technological field at higher positions, like, whether it is SAP, whether it is like, niche to niche skills like Talio, MuleSoft. I've seen people with, like, women's technically very strong in this domain. So I think we are not anywhere back in that field. So that's what I can just say. Push yourself and come up.